Gavin O'Connor's The Accountant 2, a sequel to his 2016 film that has grown in popularity over time, has just been released in theatres by Warner Brothers, and for the most part, I enjoyed what the new instalment had to offer. It focuses more on the brotherly dynamic between Ben Affleck's Christian Wolff and Jon Bernthal's Braxton, and adds quite a lot of humour in the moments they share together on screen. I don't think it's as good as the original film, but overall, I did have a good time with it. So in this explained analysis, I'm going to be giving you my breakdown of The Accountant 2, discussing the full plot details, the ending, a potential Accountant 3, and much more. There will be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't watched the film yet, then I would recommend checking it out before watching my analysis. Before I get into it though, if you want to see more on upcoming releases like The Accountant 2, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating and subscribing to the channel. But without further ado, let's dive into my explained video for Gavin O'Connor's The Accountant 2. So O'Connor's 2016 film The Accountant has gained popularity over the years. Although it received mixed reviews initially, it has cultivated a dedicated fanbase over time. The film featured Ben Affleck as Christian Wolff, an autistic individual with extraordinary mathematical abilities. Trained by his military father from a young age to withstand life's challenges, Christian also learns to defend himself. In addition to his main work, he operates as a freelance tax consultant in a small Illinois accounting firm where he also launders money earned through his forensic accounting for various criminal organizations. At certain moments, the film delivers intense action thrills, while at other times it shifted into a heartfelt drama, showcasing Christian's romantic bond with Dana Cummings, portrayed by Anna Kendrick. The climax intertwined J.K. Simmons as Treasury Director Raymond King, who shares his fixation on the accountant for having saved his life, with Christian pursuing John Lithgow's CEO Blackburn of Living Robotics after discovering his role in the entire scheme. In addition, the accountant discovers that his brother Braxton, played by Jon Bernthal, has been working as a hitman safeguarding the robotics CEO. It's certainly a lot to manage, but ultimately everything aligns perfectly for a sequel to potentially continue the story. The agent Medina was positioned to take over from King, and it's revealed that the digital voice behind Christian's tip line belongs to Justine, a non-verbal autistic woman who is managing her operation from a neuroscience centre where they both were. This leads us into The Accountant 2, where we find King, now semi-retired, taking on occasional work as a private investigator. While at a bar, he encounters the enigmatic character Anaïs and reveals that he has been hired to look into the mysterious disappearance of the Sanchez family, who moved from El Salvador to the US and then vanished. There is a photo left of the family, and this becomes the highlight of the sequel's investigation. The reasons behind King's connection to Anaïs unfolds later on as well. But what we learn at the start of the film is that a group of hitmen lurk around the bar that King is in and aim to eliminate him. King eventually puts up a valiant fight, and just when it seems like he might escape, he is sniped from a distance. Medina, the now newly appointed Deputy Director of the Treasury, receives the heartbreaking news of her mentor's passing. She is called to identify the body, where she notices the words "Find the Accountant" inscribed on his arm. So Medina, who used to be a side character, is now leading the charge in unravelling this murder and the investigation that King had initiated. Coming now to Christian Wolff, after an 8-year break, we learn that he's been navigating the world of speed dating. Surrounded by a sea of ordinary men, his character draws the attention of every woman present. But despite his carefully crafted profile designed to appeal to women, Christian unfortunately walks away without a single match. This is the initial sign that The Accountant 2 will adopt a more humorous and light-hearted approach than the first film, and I must say, while I dig certain aspects of it, like with how it fuels the chemistry between Christian and his brother, in other moments it does seem like quite a big change considering the subject matter. Regardless though, it does ease you into this, and it doesn't take too long to get you connected to the main plotline of the sequel. Initially, after everything she endured in the first film, Medina finally comes face to face with Christian. She enlists his help to track down King's murderer by taking him to a house filled with a chaotic array of photos, tax documents, and various clues pinned to a wall. While most would struggle to decipher this mess, Christian skillfully reorganizes it into a format that makes sense to him. Their investigation takes them through town, leading them to a pizza factory where Christian confronts the manager with a display of strength. Medina realizes they require assistance, prompting the accountant to think of someone to reach out to for help. Enter Jon Bernthal's Braxton, who has been busy as a hired assassin during the time between both films. His arrival in the movie is marked by another humorous moment where he converses with Christian on the phone while a heartbroken woman is terrified beside him. The scene eventually reveals the aftermath of his latest assignment, and it becomes clear that he has left a trail of numerous corpses scattered throughout the apartment. So Affleck and Bernthal's characters get back together after quite a long time, and Christian asks for his brother's help. After Christian and Braxton toss a trafficker off a balcony and cram him into Medina's trunk, she admonishes the brothers, insisting that this isn't the way they should operate. But amidst the pursuit of leads and apprehending a suspect, there exists a segment of the film that focuses solely on the heartfelt conversation and connection between the two brothers, as if they were estranged siblings reconnecting. Braxton, with his bold demeanour, conceals a deep-seated pain stemming from his brother's prolonged absence, whereas Christian reminds his adventurous brother that he did try to reach out to him. This leads us to the film's standout moment where Christian and Braxton visit a country bar. Braxton beams as he watches his brother master the art of line dancing and score a woman's phone number after his previous failed romantic troubles. But when they confront a disgruntled man angered at Christian's flirting, it all results in a bar brawl. The scene perfectly encapsulates the essence of their brotherly connection, showcasing the chemistry that defines their relationship and the core focus of the film. This then brings us to some reveals surrounding both the plot and how Christian has upgraded his method of getting help and security during the mission. In the conclusion of the first film, it was revealed that the neuroscience facility, where Christian almost became a patient as a child, also serves as a covert base for Justine, who operates as his virtual assistant, organising tasks and helping him in missions. The sequel has expanded upon this, revealing that Justine remains active and has now gathered a group of autistic children from the facility to create a team of helpers. We watch as they brazenly hack into laptops and pilfer sensitive data with ease. The other reveal we get is that Anaïs, the enigmatic assassin who was present at the time of King's death in the film's opening scene, is actually the woman featured in the photograph shown earlier. Her true identity is revealed to be Edith Sanchez. She and her husband Gino, along with their son Alberto, fled El Salvador seeking a better life in the US, only to fall victim to traffickers. Tragically, Gino is killed and Alberto is taken to a facility in Mexico, serving as leverage to ensure Edith's obedience to her captors. This explains why the trafficked woman Braxton questioned in his hotel room when he arrived was too afraid to speak out. Additionally, it was Edith's father who set King's investigation in motion, but we learn that he meets his grim fate at the hands of Cobb, the sniper who also shot King. We learn that Edith worked at a pizza restaurant while juggling various tasks to appease the traffickers. After a serious accident, she awakens in the hospital to find that she can now do things she couldn't before due to an acquired savant syndrome. Now she can play chess at master level and possesses remarkable fighting skills too. However, her newfound abilities attracted the attention of Burke, the main criminal behind the trafficking ring, who marked her as a target after she uncovered the secrets of their operation. And soon after learning of Edith's story, a tense encounter unfolds between her and Medina, culminating in Medina being stabbed. Before she leaves the house, Edith comes across a photograph of her and her family, which stirs up a mix of emotions and memories. Meanwhile, Christian and Braxton learn about the Juarez compound, where the children of all the trafficked women are being held. Christian's determination to launch a rescue operation is fueled not only by his past involvement with criminal groups, but also by his built affection for Edith's son Alberto, who we learn is also autistic. And this brings us to the ending of the film. Having endured so much together, both Christian and Braxton storm the compound armed. It's now become a desperate mission to dismantle a trafficking operation before innocent children are taken to a massive grave, being prepared for their execution. In the midst of the turmoil, Braxton is shot, but he urges Christian to rescue the kids, and fortunately, he arrives just in time to prevent the slaughter, managing to save Alberto along the way. Earlier on in the movie, Braxton claims that he will adopt a dog once he finds stability in his life, while Christian argues that he seems more suited to being a cat lover. This becomes a reality at the end, when during their drive home with the bus full of abducted children, Braxton urges his brother to halt the vehicle so he can save a stray cat on the road. The scene reveals a tender aspect of Braxton's otherwise aggressive persona and subtly shows that his bond with his brother is now much stronger. That's all we get with the brothers, as we then cut to Medina, who we learn had survived her stabbing incident, and then soon after that, we cut back to Costa Rica, where we see that Edith has finally exacted her revenge on Burke by killing him soon after he gets out of the shower. Now, you'd think that following this, she might reunite with her child, but the film goes in a different direction. Instead, we learn that Christian has managed to secure a spot for Alberto at the Neuroscience Center, making him a new part of his secret task force. Maybe this will be developed further in another sequel, and maybe Edith and Alberto will reconnect then. But for the time being, Christian's family has now got larger, and the bond with his brother is now much stronger. So this finally brings me to the question you may have coming out of the theatre, and that is, will there be another Accountant film? Well, while details about a third instalment remain unconfirmed, director Gavin O'Connor recently shared insights and hinted at a potential return of Anna Kendrick's character, Dana, in The Accountant 3. He clarified that Kendrick's character was not intended to feature in the sequel, as the narrative concentrated on the brothers for specific reasons. O'Connor also teased some concepts for The Accountant 3, such as Christian's continued quest for love, which might call for Anna Kendrick's reappearance. He said, "The second film was always to unite the two brothers. They had to start to fix all of their issues, so that was always the intention for the second movie. And I wanted to set up that Christian is still looking for love and looking for connection, which I'm going to explore deeper in the third movie. So don't be surprised if Anna Kendrick shows up in that third film." So while The Accountant 2's conclusion doesn't explicitly pave the way for a sequel, it broadens the universe enough to inspire a variety of new narratives in a potential follow-up. With Christian and Braxton forming a formidable duo, they could embark on numerous assignments that use their built chemistry. But again, beyond the action-based elements, Gavin O'Connor has clearly hinted that the third installment will likely delve deeper into Christian's quest for love and meaningful relationships. As Christian evolves with each film, The Accountant 3 presents an opportunity to explore this further, potentially rekindling the romance with Dana that was previously sidelined. The Accountant 3 has yet to be officially announced, but it all depends on the box office performance of the new film. But that was my breakdown and analysis for The Accountant 2. Overall, I thought Gavin O'Connor's film was a solid sequel to a movie that I really enjoyed at the time, and while I don't think it's as good or effective as the original, I did have a good time with it, and I appreciate that it tried to take a different route. It will be interesting to see if they do another film and if Kendrick returns for that, because they can take the story in many different directions. We'll have to see, but for now, I'm down to see more from this franchise in the future. But I do hope this breakdown did help some of you guys understand the film and the main details a bit better, and overall, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on it, so don't forget to let me know down below in the comments section. For more videos on upcoming film releases like The Accountant 2, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.